The Fantastic Four is arguably the most important superhero team in Marvel Comics history. They not only launched the modern Marvel Universe in 1961 but also introduced many of the ideas, characters, and concepts that still shape the comic book industry today. With their upcoming movie on the way, let's take a deep dive into 20 of the most obscure, fascinating, and game-changing facts about Marvel's first family. 1. The Fantastic Four was created out of rivalry with DC Comics. Before Marvel was a powerhouse, it was mostly publishing monster comics, romance comics, and westerns. But when DC Comics' Justice League of America became a massive hit, publisher Martin Goodman ordered Stan Lee to create a superhero team of their own. However, instead of copying the Justice League's structure, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby crafted a team with real flaws, human emotions, and interpersonal conflicts, something that was unheard of in superhero comics at the time. This shift in storytelling changed the industry forever. 2. Reed Richards' intelligence is practically beyond human limits. Reed Richards isn't just smart, he's in a league of his own. His mind operates at such a high level that he can stretch his brain to process information at speeds beyond any human. He has created entire new branches of science, including unstable molecules, which make up the team's costumes, and interdimensional travel technology. Reed has also mapped out possible futures of the multiverse, even predicting his own failures. He once admitted that the only person who could truly challenge his intellect is Victor Von Doom. 3. Dr. Doom's hatred for Reed Richards runs deeper than we think. Doom's obsession with proving his superiority over Reed stems from their college days. When Doom was conducting an experiment to contact the afterlife and rescue his mother's soul, Reed warned him about a flaw in his calculations. Doom ignored him, and the experiment backfired, scarring his face. However, Doom refuses to accept that he was wrong and has spent his entire life blaming Reed. Their rivalry is so intense that in some alternate futures, Doom and Reed are literally locked in an endless battle across time. 4. The Thing has an immortal, time-traveling future self. In one of the strangest twists in Fantastic Four lore, a version of Ben Grimm, aka The Thing, becomes functionally immortal. In Fantastic Four number 570, a time-traveling scientist reveals that in one potential future, Ben outlives the entire team, watches the universe fade, and becomes the last living thing. The idea of the Rocky hero surviving until the heat death of the universe is both haunting and poetic, given his tragic struggle with his monstrous form. 5. Franklin Richards is stronger than any cosmic being in Marvel. Reed and Sue's son, Franklin Richards, isn't just a powerful mutant, he's a literal god in the making. Franklin's abilities allow him to warp reality on a multiversal scale. As a child, he subconsciously created an entire universe inside a toy ball. In Fantastic Four number 604, an older version of Franklin resurrected Galactus from death and made him his personal herald. Even cosmic beings like the Celestials fear his potential. 6. Sue Storm is one of the most powerful superheroes in Marvel. Invisible Woman is often overlooked, but she's secretly one of Marvel's deadliest heroes. Her force-field abilities aren't just defensive, she can create microscopic force bubbles inside an enemy's brain, shutting down their mind instantly. In alternate universes, she has used this power to kill Kong the Conqueror and even stop a Celestial. When fully unleashed, her abilities rival the likes of Doctor Strange and Thor. 7. The Negative Zone was the first major Marvel multiverse concept. Before Doctor Strange and the Time Variance Authority, the Fantastic Four were already exploring the multiverse. Reed Richards discovered the Negative Zone, an alternate dimension filled with antimatter energy. The Negative Zone introduced villains like Annihilus, whose cosmic control rod allows him to manipulate life energy. This concept later inspired Marvel's Quantum Realm. 8. Johnny Storm once caused a superhero civil war before a civil war. Decades before Marvel's Civil War event, Johnny Storm made a mistake that nearly caused a superhero war. In Fantastic Four number 191, he publicly revealed his identity, leading to riots and anti-superhero protests. This foreshadowed the eventual Superhero Registration Act, which became the central conflict of Civil War, 2006. 9. The Fantastic Four became Galactus' successors. In the Fantastic Four, the End miniseries, a future version of the team absorbs the power cosmic and takes on Galactus' role. They now travel the cosmos, consuming planets to maintain universal balance. The idea of Earth's greatest heroes becoming universal threats is one of the most unique what-if scenarios in Marvel history. 10. Dr. Doom once wore armor made from his lover's skin. One of the darkest moments in Doom's history is when he used sorcery to skin his first love, Valeria, and forge her remains into a mystical suit of armor. This horrifying act granted him immense magical power and solidified his position as one of Marvel's most terrifying villains. 11. The Fantastic Four built the first official Marvel multiverse portal. Before Doctor Strange or Kong the Conqueror, Reed Richards constructed the first ever working multiversal portal in Fantastic Four number 51. This breakthrough paved the way for the Council of Reeds, a secret society of Reed Richards variants from across different universes who collaborate on interdimensional threats. 12. The Thing can punch so hard that he breaks time. In Fantastic Four number 558, Ben Grimm punched a villain so hard that it literally cracked time and space. While the Hulk is usually stronger, this moment showed that the Thing's raw power is capable of unimaginable consequences. 13. The Fantastic Four once became gods in an alternate timeline. In Earth X, the Fantastic Four's powers evolved to divine levels. Reed Richards became a pure energy being, Johnny Storm became the new Galactus, when Sue Storm could reshape reality itself. Their godhood showcased the true potential of their abilities. 14. Franklin Richards became the new Galactus in an alternate future. In Fantastic Four number 611, an adult Franklin Richards inherits Galactus' power and continues his legacy, consuming planets for survival. This was one of the most poetic moments in Marvel history, as the child who once defeated Galactus ultimately became him. 15. The Fantastic Four created the modern Marvel Universe. Without Fantastic Four number 1, there would be no X-Men, Avengers, or Spider-Man. This series introduced characters like the Inhumans, Black Panther, Doctor Doom, Galactus, then Silver Surfer. Even Marvel's multiverse concept started with the Fantastic Four. Final thoughts. The Fantastic Four isn't just Marvel's first family, they are the backbone of modern superhero storytelling. From their deep personal struggles to their cosmic adventures, they've shaped the Marvel Universe in ways no other team has. As we look ahead to their return in the MCU, it's clear that their best stories are yet to come. Which of these facts blew your mind the most? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more deep dives right here on African Reads Comics.